You can't count on the destination making you happy. You have to find joy in the journey. Hey winner, I'm Gabe Cox of Red Hot Mindset, and I'm glad you're here. I decided I was going to take you on a journey with me as we're talking about joy in the journey today. And we're on location at Lake Tahoe. It's beautiful here. I actually don't really want to leave, but I guess I have to at some point. I talk a lot about dreaming huge and crushing goals, and the goal is extra important. However, it's the change and the process that gets you there, the journey, that is actually the important part. So let's take this process with the journey. Let's just think about the whole view from start to finish, getting to your destination and how the destination is that important piece. But the destination, when you get there, it's a short part of the whole process. The journey is the piece that we grow in, that we are really fighting for it. We're overcoming obstacles. We're doing all these things to get to that destination, and the journey is the growth piece. The journey is what changes us. One of the most important pieces is to find joy in the journey. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's journey takes a different amount of time. Your journey may be just a short while, and your journey may be years. And we need to be willing to find joy in the process and in the journey. Because if we don't find that joy while we're going, we're not going to have the joy when we get there. Sometimes we think, well, when we get through this season, when we get through that season, when this is over, I'll be happy. When my kids are older and they're out of the baby stage, I'll be happy. When my kids go to college, I'll be happy. When I'm an empty nester, I'll be happy. When I get that promotion, I'll be happy. When I win that race, I'll be happy. But if you're not happy where you are, that's where the contentment comes. You can be content but not be stagnant. You can be content and still want more. But contentment means that you are joyful in the season that you're in. So I know I talk a lot about my injury when I broke my ankle this winter, but it actually is really pertinent to this topic because it's not a journey or anything that I actually had planned for my life. It was kind of an obstacle. It was a wall in the way of my goals, but I could have chosen to be miserable. I could have chosen to be unhappy and go in that downward spiral back into a depression or different things like that. And that could have kept me from feeling fulfilled in my life right now. And it's important for us to be fulfilled exactly where we are. So I wouldn't have picked this. I wouldn't have said, hey, I want to break my ankle and change my whole life around. However, I am going to find the joy in this journey, in the journey to recovery and the journey to getting back on my feet and being ready to be stronger and better. And if I didn't have that thought process, I don't think that I would be stronger or better. I would be miserable. I'd make my family miserable. I'd probably make my friends miserable if I had a woe is me attitude and complained all the time about why did this have to happen to me and the what ifs and things like that, instead of just deciding that I'm going to take this on the journey that I have and I'm going to find joy in the midst of it. There are some positives that have come out of this injury. I had the time to just slow down, and it was probably an important time in my life that I really needed to slow down and reflect and to find what truly is important, what I need to keep and what I need to let go of. And so that gave me that reflection time. It gave me more time with my kids to be a little bit more present with them and to focus on them and to focus on my family. And, it also helped me to reflect on what truly are my goals, especially in running. What do I want to do in the next couple of years? What are my victory races going to be? It helped me to just dream and imagine again. And sometimes I get caught in a rut where I just keep doing what I'm doing and I forget to think about it and to process it and to really reflect and find enjoyment in it. And so I feel like that's what happened with me in this injury and just finding joy in that journey. So figuring out ways to find enjoyment in the journey is important. And one of the main ways to do that is to be grateful. To be grateful for the little things or for the things that you have, especially if you're going through an obstacle. One of the best ways to not focus on that obstacle or how much pain or whatever it is that you're going through is to find something to be grateful for. The journey is the time to really enjoy the growth process. And you may not really see a lot of change or a lot of progress throughout that journey, but when you get to the summit, when you get to the top, to the destination, you will look back and you will realize you are a whole new person. And that is the glory of having a goal. The journey will have its ups and downs. There's always ebbs and flows in life itself. The obstacles that we endure, all of those things that we overcome, give us a little bit of a victory, a little bit of a breakthrough all the way to that journey. And if we endure those with a joyful heart, if we find joy in the journey, when we get to the top, it's even more rewarding. That destination or that end result is more rewarding because we can feel like we deserve it and we earned it. We earned it by going through that process and being willing to change. So another reason that enjoying the journey is so important is because if you don't enjoy it as you're going, you're gonna miss out on a ton of views. I mean, just look at the views that we're experiencing here. These views are nowhere near the summit. And if all I did was focus on the top and getting there and not enjoy the view along the way, I would have been missing out on just breathtaking, mind-boggling, no words views. Let's think about this. Once we hit the summit, once we hit the top of the mountain, or we'll call that our destination or our goal, the amount of time we spend there is so much more minimal than the time it takes to get there. And so if we only enjoy the view at the top, we totally miss out on everything along the way. So that would be like wishing away 5 days of the week to get to the weekend. I know that the 5 days of the week, Monday through Friday, aren't always the most fun or the most appealing, and we want to have that fun on the weekend and go experience things. There are 7 days in the week, and we're saying we're only going to enjoy 2 of them. What a miserable life. We have to find joy in everything that we do. And if we aren't joyful in it, if it really gets us down, then we need to think about changing what we're doing. Today, I don't have my special writing desk with me because this is my office. But you know what? I'm going to find joy in the journey. But I do have a quote for you today, and it comes from American television writer Andy Rooney. And he says, "Everyone wants to live on top of the mountain, but all happiness and growth occurs when you're climbing it." It's great to focus in on that destination, that end goal, but don't forget about the journey to the destination. Don't forget to enjoy the sights, to take in those breathtaking views, and to enjoy that growth. So I'm really excited to share that this is the first video in a series of videos that I'm going to be doing on location with a theme of the journey and the process and staying on the path. So if you liked today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, light up that subscribe button, and hit that bell so you get notified on this next part of the series because you don't want to miss it. I post new videos every Monday on positive mindset, dreaming huge, and crushing goals. And remember, you are a winner, just run your race.